Hello and welcome back to Alex Goes Sailing. We're on the water, we've just left the Folly and pontoons down there and we're heading out to Cowes down there and into the Solent, ready to start a race. It's maybe almost 7 o'clock and we start at 8, so we can get out there, get a feel for it. I've now set up the chart plotter so we've got a route on it, even got the start line because you can do that fancy stuff for the B&G gear. And I never thought I'd actually be using the race stuff. We're against some fairly big boats, 30-foot boats, and this little 21-foot boat in the same class. So could be an interesting race if we can't even get up to hull speed. Because it's light winds to start off with, upwind, and then it fills in quite a lot after 10 o'clock, hopefully. So it should be fairly decent as long as we get past the Needles before 10, 11 o'clock. For some reason, I don't think this racing boat's going out today. There's a bit of work. Maybe it's another project Alex Goes Sailing needs to do. Comment down below if you think I should.
When you walk in a talk, I can see a child melting under the shades, and you fall off a glove like a mad cat. Throw your jokes like a shouting blade. Trying to kill me, babe. Oh, with your lips so tight. Oh, are you trying to steal my breath? Oh, when you're down like fire.
Now, for those that haven't seen my last episode, this is the Isle of Wight, the island that we'll be sailing around. It's a 50 nautical mile circuit that starts at Cowes. From there, you go anti-clockwise, rounding the Needles, St Catherine's Point, Bembridge Ledge, and then back to Cowes. It should take 11 to 12 hours, but hopefully less. Now let's get back to the race.
We are now in the waiting area and there is a massive ferry coming our way. Look at all of these boats about to get flattened. Another purple boat, so that's the kind of boat we're up against over there. And that one there as well, purple. Where's there any other? A lot of day glow greens. We have now started the race just across the line. So these are all the people we're up against. Might have our first overtake over here, who knows? The wind has picked up a bit, which is good. We got Georgia skippering over the line. We're in the fleet. We're not doing too bad now, we've trimmed ourselves a bit better. The wind is filling in nicely. Must be almost 10 knots possibly. Doing 5 knots over ground, which is pretty good. Daniel's balancing the boat a bit. Speed! In boys! In! Right, we're doing pretty well. We just passed our friend over there on Genoa. And we've got some of the boats crossing behind us over here. We're doing pretty well. Newtowns Creek's over there. Yarmouth is just over there. It's a pretty big mega yacht. And we can almost see the Needles if you go a little bit further out. And Hurst Castle's just over there, so doing pretty good. We did get rained on, so I've donned the jackets. But yeah. Doing a pretty good job.
Yeah, just heading over to the deep side of the channel now, because it's getting deeper in front of us. And then we might think about tacking back across.
That's a massive boat that should be in front of us. Another massive boat that should be in front of us. These are all purple boats. There's a green boat over there, which is a class up from us. Another purple boat. And there's a green boat there, so we're catching a couple green boats that are technically rated better than us. But who knows?
Sat on the wrong side of the boat.
Knots over ground. We've still got a bit of current with us. We're almost making it to the Needles at the right time before the tide switches, which is good. Making good time. Big old catch there. I think he's racing. He was passing right next to us, so he must be doing pretty good. How are you finding it, Daniel?
A bit damp.
A bit damp, really?
Yeah, from all the rain.
You wet yourself?
Just a little.
Oh, look at me. I've got different shades. That would be good.
Shorts to go sailing anyway.
Me! Right, there's a bit more rain, but we're almost at the Needles. We can see it through the mist, right there. And we're doing pretty good. My eyeballs are very wet. Race update. We are passing the Needles. There's a big shipwreck over there. Don't want to hit that. A couple of rocks over there. Good old R&I keeping an eye on us. Right, we just passed the Needles. Didn't thread it, unfortunately, but it's a little low. And I didn't see anyone else thread it, so it's pretty wise not to. But we're having a drag race with this chap over here. George is flying. We're going to switch in a second. And yeah, you can see the rest of the fleet ahead of us. I wonder what place we're in.
Yeah.
I should check on my phone, shouldn't I? Yeah, second to last. We need to be in last place to get that last place trophy. Doing about 5 knots over ground, and the tide is about to come help push us that way eventually. Maybe another 20 minutes, half an hour, start pushing us. It'd be nice. And see if we can overtake some boats. Hopefully. There's the Needles. The toilet, and we're going round St Catherine's Point, as you can see out the window. It's a rough place to go to the toilet. Whoa! So you can see we're rounding St Catherine's there, so we've just blasted all the way from down there. 2 little laser things coming out, probably from that little club over there. But this is the southernmost point of the Isle of Wight here, and we're just going slightly downwind. We'll probably go wing on wing shortly. And then Bembridge Ledge is all the way down there. And directly down there is Hayling Island, where I typically anchor. So, and then we've got another beam reach back across to the finish line, hopefully. How are you finding it, Daniel?
Fine.
Are you drying out yet?
Slowly drying up.
Slowly drying up.
Doesn't help when we hit a rough patch and got drenched again.
At least you're not heeled over. Oh, he's having fun with his spinnaker. We did take a little bit of water through the anchor locker, which is right at the front. It doesn't seal 100% because I haven't got found the right latch that I want to put on it. So we've got a little bit of water in the bilge, but nothing crazy. Maybe like a few cups worth, so not too bad. He's still playing with his spinnaker. I wish I had a spinnaker. Sails are holding up as well, which is really good. We didn't bother removing the outboard and putting it inside because it's just the tip that touches every so often, which isn't the worst. Woo! The wind's slowly filling in behind us, and what we're hoping, most of the fleet has gone out real wide and deep, and our rounding park's around down there. We need to go to the left, but we're doing 6 knots, 6.5 knots, depending on the wind, but it's picking up and filling up, so hopefully we can zip down here, wing on wing, right on the run line, and these lot go out there and waste a load of distance, and we can come flying in. But yeah, very nice day for it. Now the sun's out. It was horrid earlier, and we're keeping pace with this red guy over here. He's not really running away from us. And this blue guy was off to our side, right out there, but he's reached back in now.
We've caught him up. He left us ages ago.
He did leave us quite a while ago. Happy as Larry. 6.5 knots, wing on wing. There's about 1.5 knot current behind us. Wonderful. Wonderful.
I've got sunshine in my pocket and I'm putting on a rocket. Now it's flying all the way to you. I've got sunshine in my pocket and I'm putting on a rocket. Now it's flying all the way to you. I've got sunshine in my pocket and I'm putting on a rocket. Now it's flying all the way to you. I've got sunshine in my pocket and I'm putting on a rocket. Now it's flying all the way to you. We go.
are doing 5 to 6 knots, 6 knots now. We're getting to the point, but most of our fleet is to our starboard side for some strange reason. When we've almost cut the corner and we're going to go up the inside.
What position do you think we are?
What position do you think we are? Currently, bottom 200. Maybe bottom 200. When we ran the mark, top 500. Right, we're just coming past Bembridge Ledge. Our little mark's just over there in distance, and we've cut some of the fleet off, which is pretty good. A lot of them seem to be on the other side of the channel or further down on the channel. So hopefully we're around and we'll be on some good speed. Hopefully the current wouldn't affect us too much if we stay in the shallows. Yeah, we've got to take the pole down and then pass the jib over to the other side and then head up and get on the lean again. Past Ride, well, it's just there, we're passing it, and we're beating right up close reach now. Everything's pulled in really tight. See if we can pinch it all the way to the cows. Lots of people are going inside to get out of the tide that's coming towards us, but the tide is basically switching us, so it might only be like half a knot maybe, so nothing too crazy. And there's quite a lot of boats below us. For some reason, I'm not sure why everyone went really low. We're making pretty good time. Should be at the finish in maybe an hour, or maybe a little bit more, who knows. Right, we are still beating. And you can see cows in the distance. Daniel sat there. We're getting gusts and it's really windy sometimes. So I have to click the main and ease out sometimes. As you can see, big gust now in a minute. Put it in a bit. Ease out. Just playing it down here in my hand. Got Thor's hand in a minute. Don't squeeze too tight. Crossing the finish line, free and easy. And had a race against them before, so I think we're getting in just before them maybe. So I think they're behind, would you say? $18.11 does that say? $18.11. Bring her in. We've got to clear the finish line, but we finished. Right, we finished the race. Finish line was over there, and we've just gone back round. We're going to try and make it all the way back to Hayling to anchor for the night. That was a pretty good race, and the boat did very well. Nothing broke really, apart from a little ring that goes on the little stanchion base on the turnbuckles. So I just replaced that quick when I spotted it, and we're good to go. So yeah, we're ripping along now, and we've got a massive ship flying down my arse, so I'm just hiding along a little bank channel in the middle of the Solent so that he can pass me on whatever side he wants to. What did you think of the little boat in the little
good.
race?
Went better upwind than I thought it was going to.
Yeah, I did too. We were pushing it, we were squeezing it a lot.
Mast didn't fall down, so that's a bonus.
No, I've had that happen before.
But no, it was a good race all in all.
What do you think of the race then, Daniel?
Yeah, it's alright. Bit wet, bit windy, bit not windy. And then a little bit sunny as well.
Yeah, bit of everything. Typical England.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never makes its mind up.
Yeah.
Oh, he's there. What?
The pilot boat has attacked a racer, making him bear away because the big ship's coming through. Oh, he's had to bugger off. That pilot boat was aggressive. Right, coming past Portsmouth now, as you can see. Spinnaker Tower there. And the wind is slowly dropped off a touch, but we're still doing about 3 knots, kind of downwind, quite a bit. And the sun's going down, so I'm going to send the drone up. I just did a live stream on Instagram, so you should go check me out on there, so you can get all the exclusives. But yeah, got the drone out, ready to go, and we're going to go fly this thing off the back, and hopefully it doesn't end up in the drink, because I don't want that. So I hope you enjoy.